Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baiju did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system. Baiju...
My I believe the irregularity. The poison has not.
Chang? You can do... Hey! I'll have you know that I was treating patients. Whoa. Guess you should...
Please, that's enough.
Wait a sec. Who told it?
Hardly.
Still, Baiju's life force, Traveler, Paimon. Baiju.
Thank you, Travel.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen...
The poison in Jialiang's system must... Yes. Let's head there together, as well as invest...
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many...
Oh, that reminds Paimon.
She was indeed. She is several years...
Suppose... Wait. Changsha...
Jiang Li did the last time she visited.
Quarrel? I don't know.
Nor did Master...
Oh...
No.
Paimon never knew...
So...
What the...
Let's split up.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick! What is this?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside. No. Your eyes do not deceive you. Some toxins act if it's a concoction.
Offshoots?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison...
The call of the... Wait.
Only one thing...
This is getting crazier. Hey! Since this... You mean... Think a little... Huh? So you're saying... It was Jiang Li? Wait, but...
I agree.
Look at the
It's too early to draw any... Yes. So if we can... Do you know anything about God remains in Qingsa Village?
Well...
Changsheng's memories and these days, she has...
Whoa. What? Hey! Plenty of people with my assist. Stronger and healthy? But
Unfortunate.
temperament. Ugh. This is exact.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the
With how What? Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do.
You called?
Ugh, gets Paimon every time. Aren't all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the lantern right when we met briefly. I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon. I now know what you seek. A vile The land was fine. The seal is still... However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. I do not like to intervene against but when demonic forces are involved, Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
What a strange Adeptus. That's you for ya!
If the god
Master!
Gwei? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't...
It's Jiaoyang. He was fine.
Already? Based on pet...
Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
I don't want to.
Dad! What's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baishu will be back.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baiju, you're back! My dad was doing finer.
When Gwei left...
Quay, please take Jiao.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
Baishu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not
Much better, Ayu.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. Speaking of...
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master said.
Though, on the bright side...
Traveler, Baiju hasn't shown his face. Huh? You're finally awake?
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiangli's design is quite brilliant.
So, how much longer? They've been outside waiting. Surely he hasn't. There's who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizu! Changsheng!
Of course,
Xiaoliang seemed fine.
And as a result,
What?
yes. But more, Jialiang, though it was
Had he not taken it all these years?
still, more,
That explains why.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around. Because humans have no, I fear that the situation is,
I never suspect to sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond.
well, I think in any case, her regular exposure, and given that she's already been missing for several days,
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baiju. Dr. Baiju, you've already done after all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm. I'm sure I'll be able—
Be careful.
No! Before I forget—
this trip will,
I never expected to live— There's only one thing I fear now.
very well.
Dr. Baiju, are you heading out?
Yes. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from. Hop to it now.
Okay.
It's just like the day I went missing.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. Jialiang, can you sense which direction?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious presence.
I think I remember this place.
Xiaoliang, are you okay?
No, I have to keep going.
Hopefully, this won't take long.
This gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel?
Judging by the tools they... But why did they abandon this place?
I remember now. But she said that the method...
Easy geol... A bitter pill to swallow.
It's nothing. I'm going in! Into the wind. The wind knows me.
The doctor will see you now. Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days. No doubt an encounter with the... After them.
That's right. This is where...
Julian!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of. A bitter pill to swallow.
Give up. One with nature. Teamwork is dreamwork. As one with wind and cloud. Don't waste my time.
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow.
Off we go.
Jiangli!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Submit! Give up!
The doctor was seeing.
Mind the side effects.
Everybody stand back!
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Don't waste my time.
The doctor was seeing.
Dr. Baiju, how serious is it?
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baiju... The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the... If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baiju, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness.
Dr. Baiju, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give...
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baiju, I'm all too aware of the dangers of God remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiangli have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if I die...
Jialiang?
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baiju, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just...
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness.
Jialiang? Baiju, Changsheng, is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. What a crazy situation! Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang...
I've seen many final farewells in my time.
In the human realm, All things must come to, at least.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be I've said my goodbyes. My time has come.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad. Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I'm as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally gone? All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion. At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Oh, wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside? I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not...
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of...
No, not at all. But not just that, Baizhu. Be honest.
Huh.
Life force is...
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. When I treated there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences.
But you took... The reason I left our master and went... But in the end... Are all disciples of Zhenyu veiled?
We are doctors,
Baizhu, I can tell that... Can you still stop before...
I think you know the...
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us! The Traveler taught...
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Baizhu, Chi-Chi...
There's no need to worry.
Baizhu, what did Jiangli mean by not a... Every single mortal I've ever... Wait, that doesn't...
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Zhenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
sign this contract and let our lives be joined, then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark...
So,
I suppose Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons, and I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I precisely. I will be Changsheng's final host,
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First, you want to...
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light.
For once?
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon. Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten. I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up? I'm just looking out for some wheat. I know that Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Ooh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with... I found it's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we... Thanks, you two. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... that's true. Okay, let's go take a look. All right, lead the way, little fungus. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, They can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member.
Probably. Although maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be...
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll... My power was compatible.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well... But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important. So a creature may not speak, even if you do.
This fungus...
You're not a fungus.
That's correct. It might start... Me. It says that it's very...
I was confident that I knew of... However, what are you?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fate.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged. I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would... And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remain...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more...
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become... I was unable to fulfill our calling.
It's not your... Every species paid a grave price. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides...
The apocalypse put us through immense...
Don't worry, I'll leave the ring...
Oh, yeah!
Give me a moment. I'll contact them... That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you went...
Agreement?
You might not remember, but...
but I'm very concerned...
Would you all be willing to come with me? The more family...
But...
Yes.
Follow the wind.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but here, the elemental power inside the crystal...
What?
Exactly. I had to deal with that sequence of...
Makes sense.
Yeah. I've been trying... Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't...
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, Traveler!
You are not welcome here.
The wind knows me.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I'm going in!
Seems like an emergency.
Into the wind.
Give up! Your life is mine!
Pulverize!
How regret.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all...
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change after communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi, and
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
the most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think your hand is shaped like that for a reason. So you are... The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into...
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. You cannot make a sprout grow...
I see. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call a most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head? We can figure out who will carry who later! We have lots to
Teamwork is dreamwork!
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and...
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes. One was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary...
Oh, then it must, like...
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great! Strange and cute at the same time. It's a... That's right!
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes, I must remember it. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the Withering.
Yes, I have. It's the last form we take when we are...
Paimon? It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end...
Yes,
So, previous research has... But even if forbidden, they've been tormented. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like... They grew and they grew. But it's all right. After an adventure...
But that...
It's okay. It's not right to leave. Now that we've...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about... It's natural to want to be overcautious when... Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
Time to go. Time to go. Into the wind. It's nothing.
Help! I see everything.
Don't waste my time. It's nothing. Blood repays blood.
taking a turn for the better.
I'm going in! One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Hey! I see everything!
Into the wind. Don't waste my time.
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
A bitter pill to swallow.
It's nothing. Submit. Give up.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end.
I hope that you will be free. Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned...
It's okay. As long as elemental power still an external...
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to... But I will cure all of them. Even if it's...
Thank you, Lord.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should...
Okay, follow me.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
We're close now. It's just a little... But there are so many fungi here. Yeah, they won't be happy.
No fighting. Although we belong, they can be
What should we do? But you'll need Nahida. I've got an idea.
You want to transform...
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that...
All right, I'm ready.
Lord of Dendro.
All right! Let's not get hung up here.
Okay.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus! It's actually not too... The unconscious fungus is just below... Oh, how do we do that? I'll get close to them while you make your... You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then Okay, got it!
Let me lure away the fungi up top.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty... Nana! It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the Traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood. Nahida? What's wrong? I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse?
Yes. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping...
Really? That's great! Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes! The Dendro Dragon! I'm sorry, I just...
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they're both dragons, but a pep, but
Because we...
the Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very...
There is an entire... It once told... However...
I'm still confused.
Yes, a very...
Wait,
Yes, that... What has suddenly...
a pep is the most adaptable, which means... And a big vote. I'm afraid so. No wonder But anyway, yes. How could... If the Dendro elemental power, giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over... Hey. Have you two ever seen anything like this before? No.
Its power feels... I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again.
Thank you. I explained to them that you are...
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. If waiting, then...
Don't worry. Family is very... Can you do one more?
Of course. I need to organize... Thank you. That tend... Don't like...
There are two things that it wants.
Sword! That... Paimon understood that!
This is destiny.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! Ah! Lava flowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading!
Fate is upon you.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Don't waste my time.
Whew. That should be all of them. Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads. Can you tell us about the Dendrodragon? Well, Sumeru was... Oh, so not at first. In an attempt to... No wonder the Apep has... However, powerless against conflicts, but as far as I'm not sure. The crystal that I... Thank you, Lord of... You really like them, family. Like... Do you not like your family? That's not match.
What it's trying... You place importance on a... These are all things that are...
Oh, Paimon gets it now? It wouldn't matter. Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. It's okay. It is... Maybe it's because... And if that's the...
Lord of Dendr...
I do.
The prophecy is the rest of the family...
Preserving the apocalypse. That's not very likely. Did the
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru.
Yeah, that must... What if it... I'm sorry. Follow me. So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the... There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used. It has the ability... Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is... Yep. Another...
What the Lord of...
Yes, and it shouldn't...
Hopefully this won't...
Follow the wind.
Look! It's over there! Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right? Yep! We know what to do! We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion!
Give up.
Seems like an emergency.
Wind Strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Everybody stand back!
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light. Wait. Something What's going on? Didn't he...
Maybe it's because... Although the power... It might have...
Oh, no. I should be able to purge it with my elemental power, but this is our only chance. Traveler. It's okay. I trust your judgment. Oh, yeah! You want to use its power.
The Lord of Den... It's risky to use its...
Don't understand.
Yes, I understand. But this...
It's okay. How about this? Traveler, I understand that you have an amazing Don't overdo it,
Lord Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Look!
Lord of... Wait.
I'm sorry.
You once... Even you, however...
You and
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can with...
In order to... Only the giants is the moment, but enough about
Can you please?
this. The Lord of the Dendro however, and as a result...
Oh, no wonder the crystal was able.
What? You used... That's... the fires. It is not...
Since I am it.
Alright. In other words, but you should hurry. Forget about it.
Everyone.
As I told Lord of Dendro, our past, it's enough.
Hey! Wait!
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please. Of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home.
This is a small ball of light.
I can feel... Do not be sad, my friends.
Because it's external force.
Yes.
Let's go! Oh. It's not much further. I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence. We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon. Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For only a moment? Foolish brewer, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable.
Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey! Don't leave! Careful! Something's coming. Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen that before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature same. The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. They've gradually taken this form in order to...
Is there any way... Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you! They've given it their all.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search.
So this... Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Tevat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please
The wind knows me. A bitter pill to swallow.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. It seems only but it'll be risky.
Correct. We cannot use...
Everyone goes home. This is becoming quite... Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the dark. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much, but as long as I...
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn. Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home, I'm not doing it after all.
I will stand...
Yes. Thank you. All right, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa, it's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such...
It's because you're caring?
Yes.
This is the last part. cave is huge. Could this be where the dendron? Yeah. Our goal is not. That will be impossible. I'll see what I can do. A pep. However, we are not that I don't care, but I'm here to save. They've been searching, and now that
No risk.
your eagerness to. If you claim to. Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland. Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler? What? I was only able to ensure that we made it. Well, then let's go. Yep, let's go. Paimon knows that. Let's hurry. He might be just. What's that? That should be the heart of Oasis. The damage itself. Then let's hurry. All right, hang on. Wait! The fire seed! It shattered. It was even more. What? Why? We barely used it. I'm not sure, but if I didn't, and even if that's the case, unless what? Unless I was already in a weakened state, which would be when we. Oh no! Wait. If the fire seed. Although my. So you're. Yes. I might. What happened? I'll become a blade of. I will be able to. But you. That's all right. No, wait! Maybe you. I can still commute. You can't be serious. If the Traveler were. If we knew. I'm sorry, Paim. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can. No. The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's. She's.
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Yeah, mine.
To imagine such growth could be achieved time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes. We can go home.
The doctor will see you.
Remember, health comes... Mind the side effect.
It's nothing.
Don't wait.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
The wind knows me.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
Time to go.
Submit!
Give up.
As one with wind and cloud.
I learned a wonderful word. It's new, which means light. It will be your name from now on. Sounds like you like it.
Wind Strider.
It's nothing.
Give up. Your life is mine.
Share my knowledge.
Mind the side effects.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Don't waste my time.
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say you fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're alright.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The Guardians that they will be...
But that's different! They will... Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand. But as long as Samara will be...
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However...
The forbidden knowledge...
Yes. Be that as... When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my...
Yeesh! I respect your Before you begin resting, how did you
It's a long story. The dragon... An unimaginable... In war. But I didn't... As I attempted... Sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did...
Yes. Alachmar, his ambitions, although I didn't, the condition at that time, some of the drag and some, but for me, I will follow.
You really...
When Alachmar's, however, what I used up all, but even then,
So that...
I admit that tiny boo, how far will...
Hey! Looks like we've been sent. The dragon will need to rest for a very long... It's not as ruthless. Nobody's in a good... Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason. Indeed. Although those... Each opportunity... Perhaps they... Can you really call family? Those two fun guys... Oh, yeah! We're back. I'm sorry. Don't be sad. It said that that's your name. Oh. They will definitely meet again. Someday. Fuse is lit! Time for a light show! A festive reprise! Your grand finale! The fuse is lit! Not good. Let me weave you a verse. I'm going in! Strike is one! Fire hazard! Here comes the fireworks! Witness the power of Gugwa! Break a leg! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
wherever in this world I roam. I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.